Yes, yes, it's a particular type of wax that I use to keep my hair up like this.
I bet.
Shiro's the anchor.
He's trying to hold both hands hostage.
I mean, Benimaru will consistently hit on every woman that he sees, and usually pays for it.
Polnareff, basically.
He's Polnareff mixed with Johnny Bravo.
Alright, does it get smacked around as much as Johnny Bravo?
Yes. He gets slapped around.
I just saw the golden wind art for
JoJo's.
JoJo, yeah. And they brought back Polnareff out of nowhere. It was like, oh shit, what's up, dude? How you been?
Oh, lost my legs, got my ass kicked.
Johnny Bravo respected women as women.
That is true.
I mean,
but he was still.
At the end of the day, he truly was a mama's boy. I'm just saying.
There ain't nothing wrong with being a mama's boy.
I'm not saying it was a bad thing. I'm just saying. He loved his mommy.
Stop it, Clark! Stop it! He's like, I'm gonna take you for a roll. Stop it! Put me down!
Hey, what was it? I'm gonna go check out this corner. Come with me.
No! Because Clark is a top tier character. That's the scary part. Because literally yeah, because of his bullshit grappling, you can cancel most of his grapples into almost anything.
I'm pretty sure they tried to have a joke about a man wearing female clothes, and he was like, I'd like to first. I mean, it's weird how many times that concept comes up over and over. I mean, I haven't, like, one of the ones that comes to mind is Cloud from Final Fantasy VII, is actually one of the more infamous ones, where it's like a male character runs around in a female clothing.
He had to, he didn't have a choice, and he really hated it the entire time.
Right. I am kind of curious if they actually did that again.
Yes, they did.
They actually brought that back. Alright, that kind of surprised me a little bit.
Okay, I gotta pause now. Because they did, and depending on what particularly was going on, each character, Cloud, Tifa, and Aerith, could have 3 different outfits depending on the what is being done in story. Because I know Aerith gets a different outfit, Tifa's outfit changes, and as well as Cloud. Because if you go to the Honeybee Inn, and it basically turns into friggin' a rhythm DDR-esque game where you got to use the buttons on the controller to get it. If you do extremely horrible, you get the ugly dress.
Huh.
Yeah, the ugly purple default dress that he got from the original. And if you do well, like decent enough, you get like a pretty dress is what they call it. And if you basically perfect every little note, every little button, you get the elegant dress is what it's called. Because Max was doing the stream, and every time he fucked up, his wife Jessica would just come in and put more and more makeup on him. And then he eventually had to put on the Cloud ugly dress, and he was just there playing the game like nothing's wrong. Like, nope, nobody talk to me. I'm just gonna play the game. Everybody in the chat was just dying, just literally dying laughing at him. Like, it was funny. It was completely funny. He had the Cloud wig on and everything.
Right. It's an English staple. It comes from a kind of men who dress as women or less manly, pantomime stuff. But Scandinavian, the road did a hilarious comment about it on England being traumatized by Scots and their kilts. Yeah, that sounds similar to horror.
I would like a kilt. It's a manly skirt.
Well, I want 2 kilts. Alright, to be perfectly honest, I want 2 kilts. I want a regular kilt.
And an orange one?
No. I want fucking like as I call it, like a rock and roller fucking kilt, where it's like it's made out of leather and fucking has like, you know, looks like kind of like a leather jacket almost.
But for just your waist?
Yeah, for my waist. There's a group called Util Kilts that have pockets.
Neat. The manliest. Well,
no. Alright, so like, since I do cosplay and stuff too.
Oh Lord.
It's like, well, I mean.
Here we go, Dawson's cosplay story.
Well, I mean, it's so common that you're sitting there doing cosplay, and then it's like, oh, I don't have a pocket, basically, or I forgot to sew in a pocket, kind of thing. And I love how much of a marketing feature is like, this has pockets, has become to my little world.
It has. Okay, my problem is, I tend to, my actual serious work pants has pockets, and I mean pockets of plenty. Like those carpenter pants, like, oh, here's a pocket inside the pocket. Like, my problem is if I have one too many pockets, I'm gonna want to start putting stuff in my pockets. Like, I don't know why. It's just weird, and you're like, I have pockets. I'm gonna put stuff in my pockets.
No. Women's clothing is terrible about pockets. At one pants dress, it has a pocket that sold it to me. See, I'm right there with you. Like, I had cosplay that I did, and the original cosplay, basically, like, I would be wearing an underpants or undersuit, if you will, and like it forced me to walk around without pockets. Then I modified it, and it's like, no, not doing that again. I want pockets, because fucking trying to hide things in tall boots is fucking really hard on you.
And it looks very suspicious as shit.
Well, it's not as big a deal walking around conventions and stuff like that.
I mean, yeah, as well, it depends on the person.
Everybody's stuffing everything.
True, especially if I if I actually ever go to a convention. I'm gonna bring a bag with me, specifically just to carry.
Yeah, a lot of people do.
Because like what I've seen, like most women doing cosplay, and usually particular cosplays has literally no room for pockets, and like they just kind of have a bag with them, either a purse or a book bag or something.
The pockets like the tick.
Yeah.
I could see that. That would be a pain. Shit, the other one that comes to my mind, Dead Man Wonderland. Like, I've seen
Shiro.
that for female. Yeah, Shiro. Yeah, where it's like, she has no pockets.
She literally has no pockets of any kind. Because, like, any one-piece outfit kind of suit that is literally just not meant... that you don't see characters having pockets in the series. Those kinds of... like, there's never any pockets of any kind.
Well, I mean, there's always nature's pockets.
We also call that the prison wallet, but that's a whole different kind of story.
Exactly. You can hide pockets in the jacket. Yeah, I can see that.
Yep. Like inside pocket with the jacket, and I see most people in like the ones that I like, especially when I see like most female cosplaying Zero Suit Samus.
No, that's another common one, yeah.
Yeah, like no pockets, none, and they usually they tend to do like either Zero Suit Samus or even Raven from Teen Titans. Thank you, that's another one.
Oh yeah. Well, you could kind of sit there and like put little pockets inside the cape if you wanted to for Raven. Or
yeah.
She does. Well,
she doesn't
exactly have a utility belt, but she does have a belt.
She does have a belt that has like the weird gem. You could kind of refashion that if you're gonna decide to keep the cape on. Have like a fanny pack or something.
Yeah. Yeah, whereas like you'd have the fanny at the back, and then fucking like it would have like the gem thing around the front. I can see that. The belt could be done. Yes. But no, I completely agree with the whole concept of the lack of pocket problems.
Yeah, the lack of pockets in cosplay in general.
Yeah. The lady friend, she does Gardevoir on occasion, and yeah, no pockets again.
The curse of the no pockets.
I got to go and cloak with counts. Yeah, see, that's what I was mentioning. Yeah, the cape could actually be turned into like several pockets if you're really clever about it. Although I guess in a lot of senses, like all of the Pokemon are kind of problematic when you want to do pockets.
Well, it depends on how you cosplay the Pokemon.
That's fair, I suppose, but the general being of it, I suppose.
Yeah, because like if you do a particular cosplay of that Pokemon that can be simply done, in the sense of like, oh yeah, I'm trying to remember. Someone did a Pikachu. I think it was a Pikachu cosplay where they were still had like a jacket and shorts on it, but it was still like generally Pikachu themed. But though, you know, kids still eliminate the pocket problem when it comes to like Pokemon. Like, depends on how you do the cosplay of it.
True. I made a cosplay fairy costume and put a special pocket in the bag. Smart to do that.
Clever.
Because usually I wound up doing that from Trigun.
Love and peace, baby.
And unfortunately, like, you know, you don't get a lot of airflow in that one, and the pockets are kind of hard to get to. Like, because you have to go under the coat to get to the normal pockets.
The actual existing pockets that are underneath the coat.
Yeah. The costume... that costume also has a military holster for the hot glue gun. See, that's a woman of a plan right there.
Like,
and then the other one I do is actually like a lot easier, like just to wear around. Because I also do Ash from Evil Dead.
Groovy.
And oh my god, like fucking, it's night and day. It's like pockets everywhere.
I have so many pockets.
Jeff, are you really want to get testy? Fucking, I can just like hide things up in the chainsaw.
It is hollow.
I'm thinking about redoing it again, like, cause I did a good like first pass over it, but my friend here, Shaggy, he was sitting there telling me, it's like, you know, we could probably just order the exact model of chainsaw and hollow it out.
Yeah.
Which, you know, I'm not against that idea.
Ready?
My actual...
Okay. 13.
Oh,
I mean,
you could have pockets for days in that one, just inside the trench coat.
I like the way the coat looks, I'm not gonna lie.
Well, most of the coats from Organization 13 fucking look really good.
I mean, it's all the same coat, but like...
Yeah. The only problem with Organization 13 is just the
plot hole. The plot holes that is whatever happens in Kingdom Hearts.
God, yeah, the plot. I just stand by the word the plot.
There's so much... Well, there's stuff just happening all around. Is kind of a bit confusing.
Well, there's stuff that's happening all around. There's stuff that happened prior to this. There's stuff that we're going to bring up mention once and we're not going to talk about for 2 games.
Don't forget the side games, which is going to that focus on someone else entirely while the main characters are doing other things in the plot.
Right. Or let's also include the, like, we want Kingdom Hearts 1, Kingdom Hearts 2, but you really can't go Kingdom Hearts 1 to Kingdom Hearts 2, because if you could play this other game that was on a completely different console that you might not have had at the time.
Ah, yes, Chain of Memories.
Yeah.
Kingdom Hearts, Chain of Memories, Dream Drop's Distance, 35 Days Over 2. There's basically a whole list of stuff that happens in between the actual main line of story of Kingdom Hearts, besides 1 through whatever.
I actually can't play it. I started getting paid a little German chase on the first island from fight. Really?
That's
actually kind of interesting, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I don't even say seek a doctor if you get like adrenaline shakes, because that
well,
like.
No, I mean, if you get amped up to the point, it's like I've gotten amped up to the point where like it's hard for me to play games properly. Like, granted, like we're talking like this is Ultimate Marvel levels of amped up.
Oh, okay, yeah. Basically, like same level of me being at full tilt. It was me at full tilt. I can't function. Yeah. One train thought must hurt thing.
Right. But yeah, Rico screwed me up. Yeah, I tried to fight about 16 times. It is what it is. I mean, there's certain walls that some people can't get past. There's certain games that I can't get past just because like it's just not my wheelhouse.
And that's probably the reason why we will never see us play Call of Duty here on Dueling Dragons.
Well, that and I find like it falls into the same realm as like sports games, where like they're releasing the same game over and over again.
Call of Duty, what was the other one? shit.
Yeah, say, why would you want to? Don't use one.
Thank you. No, that's a person of culture right there.
Right.
True culture. Follow
Oh, hey, I got
send
H-game
up.
for that.
Oh my god! Shut up with your H game collection. God.
The other one talking about people of culture.
Oh look, it's Dio being the heel that he always is.
Totally do dual Stardew, do Stardew Valley.
Ew. Ew, how dare!
No, they basically would be like, what is it? Battling fucking, Animal Crossing.
Eyes are on the winner of that fierce
Like, how dare! Ugh.
Well, hold on, are we going for the same chick or different chicks? You know, we gotta plan this out now.
I've seen people play that game and then I immediately just leave the stream. I'm like, oh, they're playing Stardew Valley. What is that? Leave stream, not worth my time.
Hey, some people will get into that stuff. I'm not particularly one of those people. Like the lady friend is actually into like more casual games like that because she loves The Sims and stuff like that. I can't do it because it drives me up the wall. Weirdly enough.
And yet you play games like XCOM. Oh wait, no, that still drives you up the wall. I take that back. Why can't I move in this position? I remember that. That shit was hilarious.
Well, yeah, because like the power thing was fucking retarded.
Yeah.
Like, why would you do this? It's like, why would you run across all this shit, trip off a mine just to run past it and hop over a barrier?
I still like
no, do the shorter route and just walk there.
I still find it hilarious the one time you saw the enemy, backed the hell up, and they did not see you, but you went all the way around them to literally surround them and just waste them.
Oh yeah.
That shit was hilarious. Or the funnier one where the Alice Cooper just fell through the world.
Oh yeah. That's actually fucking one of my clips. Cause I love that fucking like Alice Cooper, Lord of the Underworld, sit there. He's under the map. I don't know how he got there, but hey.
I am the Lord of the Underworld. Where do you think I'm going to?
I mean, that actually reminds me of like of a game I'd love to do, but we can't do for copyright reasons.
I want to say Guitar Hero.
No.
DDR.
Right idea. Right idea. Wrong game.
Rock Band.
Nope. Brutal Legend.
Ah, yeah. Copyright problem. We'd be able to stream it, but probably not be able to post it on YouTube.
Yeah, and it's like if I'm gonna do it, I'd rather be able to hit both platforms, I think.
It's like, yeah.
That, I'm not gonna lie, it's like the fact that it has like, you know, tactics in the middle of the fucking thing, like out of nowhere kind of, because they didn't really like, they don't really advertise it very well on the front cover, that in the middle of this is like a strategy game.
That's true. I mean, at least they're being more lax with the fact of licensing music on Twitch now versus like, oh yeah, we just because you have this one first 3 seconds of a thing, you got to get rid of it and blah blah blah. Like they're at least more relaxed. They'll just mute the friggin' VOD that has a copyrighted music, just a part of it. So
Jack Black would mince one soul. I suppose, but he would also fuck you gently. Good saying.
Gave her the shockers.
Yeah, no, she's right on the money. It's a stealth RTS. It's like, cause like the first time I picked it up, I was like, oh, this is really fun. Running around playing Jack Black, quote unquote, and then it's like suddenly, yeah, real time strategy. It's like, I'm sorry, what?
Surprise, surprise!
Surprise, dick bags!
Surprise, hot bags!
But like the writing in that is fucking fantastic. And then like you go to the underworld to get upgrades for your car or whatever, and like there's Ozzy Osbourne and he's selling you shit. It's like, alright, that's fucking fantastic. I don't care who you are.
Ozzy?
But yeah, like I said,
Props to the Oz, man.
Yeah, we're not gonna be doing that one.
Unfortunately.
But again, it's not like we're short for fucking content here. It's like we've got plenty on our plate as is.
Hell, after we get through most of Resident Evil, we're going to do Dead Space?
Depends where we're at. Like, Dead Space sounds like it's the right time frame, but we'll see when we get there.
Yeah, because I'm going to finish my nonsense run of RE2 make, then pass over you to do your nonsense run of that, and then we can do 3 make, and that those 2 games are just can be done quickly.
Yeah, I don't know. It takes a lot of issues. Copyright, especially business. You can't mock us. That's copyright. Well, it's surprising you say that.
Well, what's this? Someone talking shit about Disney? I don't know if this Dueling Dragons is, but I'm sure I'm gonna own it.
Well, actually, what was it? Mickey Mouse supposedly just fell into
Public domain.
Yeah. And they've been fighting that for years.
And well, Disney's about to, you know, get all them rights back. Like, yeah, no, we're not gonna let our our guy go out like that just yet.
Well, once it enters public domain, you can't really take it back.
Technically, well, if it was,
I'm looking it up now.
Yeah, because if it was already copyrighted and trademarked, and then it falls into public domain, they technically can own that stuff back. They just gotta jump through hoops, like how Andy is jumping through hoops right now, getting on my fucking nerves. Fuck off! Damn.
Not looking good for player 2.
Fuck off, Andy Bogard. Give me the credible threat.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
so
trademark.
apparently Mickey falls into copyright, or no, Mickey falls into public domain in 24, supposedly.
Oh, well, they have plenty of time. Yeah, because, yeah, like Storm over here said, Mickey Mouse is now trademarked. Steamboat Mickey is the one that's basically going out. His original, yeah, his original design before.
Which kind of makes sense, but, you know, it is what it is.
It's basically prototype DOS versus actual DOS.
Yeah. It's due to them trying to stop it.
Oh shit. Terry's
yeah,
about
no, because, like, Disney's actually been the one that's been holding back copyrights, public domain for fucking years.
Hell, and it depends on what their company is or the problem is or whatever they're doing. Because I know H.P. Lovecraft, all his shit is public domain.
Yeah.
Because he was a racist fuck.
I mean, you're not wrong, but yeah, no. What I'm talking about with the Disney Corporation specifically is like Disney has gone out of their way to extend these copyrights and claims for fucking years on some of these characters. Because right now, fucking Mickey in whatever form should be public domain, but they've basically slicked enough palms in Congress to make it where it's not. And by extension, because Disney did this, a bunch of shit hasn't entered public domain properly. AFC kindergartens for having Mickey on others on the wall.
Yeah, Disney don't play.
That's ridiculous. I mean, I keep saying this to fucking people. It's like, you know, Disney is basically the Wayland Yutani of the real world.
Well, they do own aliens.
Right? But yeah, it's like, you know, whatever they don't own, they buy, and whatever they buy, fucking they sit there and they hold on and fucking throw in the vault.
You don't own us. Oh, really? Just somebody picks up the phone. Disney comes in. We own the land around you. What are you gonna do about it?
We own the building.
Like, this is my property. I own it. Yes, but we own the land around your property, and you're trespassing. You motherfucker.
Anyway, that's a compliment, not realize it's a bad thing. Yeah, unfortunately, once you start getting into business moguls, it turns into a whole different conversation real quick.
Yes, the Disneyland of we own it? Not yet, sir. That's what I thought. We'll own it soon enough.
Seriously. Yeah. No, because that's a rabbit hole by itself. Fucking Disney fucking like, and they're still arguing over different shit. Like they've gone toe to toe with Sony about Spider-Man, and it's like, dude, you it's kind of like that one episode of South Park. It's like, can't you just be like number 2 this one time?
Number 2, number 2, Sam, not number 2. Take it back, take it back. And yeah, I see that whole conversation going on between Sony and Disney and shit.
Because they would love nothing more than just to buy out fucking Sony and call it a day, kind of thing. It's like, you will own Sony if you have to, then we'll get Spider-Man.
Yeah, they're trying to be nice about it, like, yeah, give us Spider-Man and nobody gets hurt. Give us a Spider, nobody give us a property of Spider-Man and no one gets hurt. Give us your shares in Marvel and no one gets harmed.
Well, and then there's stuff that's like, you know, I guess it's not really Disney. I guess it's like, because some of the Marvel stuff that's come out has just not been the same capacity as like compared to like past Marvel projects.
Ever since the end game.
Yeah, I wouldn't go as far as that. Probably a good example.
I shouldn't have jumped.
WandaVision was fine. I like WandaVision. What was after that? There was one of them that was actually pretty weak sauce.
There was a Falcon Winter Soldier was another one.
Yeah.
Hawkeye was another one. Black Widow.
Hawkeye is the one I'm thinking of. Hawkeye is the one where it's like alright, so for the relevance of this conversation, we're gonna talk about Hawkeye, spoilers, blah blah, so all that out of the way. My problem with Hawkeye is the fact that it doesn't really focus on Hawkeye at all. It focuses more on the Hawkeye
when he was Ronin.
Name. Well, it focuses on Hawkeye when he was Ronin, sure. But it really doesn't explore the character where he's coming from in a lot of the sense. It's like, what it ends up doing is it focuses more on Hawkeye too, and in kind of a bid to set up the Young Avengers, I believe is what they're referring to. I forget exactly what the name was. It's a very specific group.
Right.
But
shit.
For like the heart of the Avengers, and that's what I kind of defend Hawkeye as, is like the heart of the Avengers.
And a bit of a bit of the punching bag.
Yeah, but that's kind of the point of it, though. I mean, it's like, you know, when you get beat up, usually it's like, you know, the worst beatings are the ones that hit your heart.
Well, no, not that kind of punching bag. I mean, like, they kind of, yeah, they somewhat treat him like a joke. I respect him in the comics, hate him in the goddamn game, but I respect him in the comics, like, he just goes with it, just does his job and fucks off.
Yeah. Well, honestly, fucking, originally, fucking, what was his name? The guy who plays Hawkeye. He was actually sitting there talking about Age of Ultron, because they were talking about possessing him again, and like turning into mind control, and he's like, if y'all are just gonna mind control me again, then just fucking kill my character.
Yeah.
It's almost like he has a life outside the Avengers. And yeah, that's the thing. It's like, but you don't ever really get to explore that. Like, they talk about it, sure, in Hawkeye. But what gets brought up more to the attention is Hawkeye 2. It's like, yes, and I know we're trying to like bring out this character and bring it to front forward. But Hawkeye, in my opinion, is like one of the more underrated characters because he is the heart of the Avengers. It's like, you know, he really kind of deserves his own spin-off movie, kind of like the great Black Widow. And yes, Black Widow has its problems, but, you know, at least it gave due respect to the character in the sense that they got their own time in life.
Fake-ass Taskmaster.
Is that what we're going with? Oh yeah, no, that Taskmaster was bad, I'm not gonna lie.
Fake-ass Taskmaster. Man. Anyway.
I still remember how much Joss Whedon got salty about not being allowed to kill him in Ultron. Yeah, because he straight up, again, that was Jeremy Renner. Jeremy Renner, that's his name. Like, he's like, yeah, if y'all just gonna mind control again, it's like, fuck you, just kill my character.
Like, nope, not going. Like, oh, you're gonna mind control? Yeah, no, dude, I'll take the bullet on this one. The end. That's the end of Hawkeye.
But, you know, again, he gives, like, he usually gives the speeches that fucking, like, push people in the right direction. It's like, he literally was single-handedly, like, the one that turned Scarlet Witch from an adversary to an Avenger.
And if only he gave more of that speech during other shit, WandaVision, Multiverse Madness. You know, because she needs that, you know, a little bit of common sense in there.
Right. I don't know, WandaVision is an interesting little fucking deal, because, like, I like a lot of the implications of WandaVision, mostly because it, like, it references back to, like, House of M, which is a fucking, one of my favorite storylines out of, like, the Avengers, X-Men kind of back and forth.
I was kind of
hoping. But I'm not gonna lie, it's like, there was, it was kind of handled a little hokey, not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Whedon is a hack. You should see him trying to set up that depth. I like WandaVision. It showed how deep her trauma runs. Right. And, like, that was the same kind of, like, exploration of Wanda's character that I wanted in Hawkeye. But we didn't get that. We got the introduction of Hawkeye 2. If anything, like, the only thing that's really going to be remembered about Hawkeye 2 is the introduction of Hawkeye 2. The only thing that's really going to stand apart from Hawkeye, the series, is the introduction of Hawkeye 2 and the fact that Vincent D'Onofrio, I know I butchered that name, but the Kingpin is true MCU canon.
I'm just realizing there's a lot of characters that show up in New York in the MCU that are from New York.
Well, I mean, hell, fucking Endgame literally went on an entire rant. If you're in the right fucking time of it in New York, apparently you can have 3 fucking Infinity Stones.
Yeah.
Which is fucking insane when you think about this, because it's supposed to be a galactic fucking thing.
Yeah, because, let's see, we got the one where Loki's staff, the Tesseract Cube, and the Sorcerer Supreme at the time, when she was there. Like, those 3 were there active. Like, that's horrendously just broken. Like, yeah?
Wanda doesn't want to be in the fight. She is so dangerously powerful that's almost never a possibility. Hawkeye is the man who fights because he feels it is needed, but that he has to be allowed to step back and be human between fights. Right, which is a completely standard and reasonable approach to the whole thing. Because, like, Hawkeye is a person who trained to fight these big battles, but he's still human at the end of the day. Whereas, by comparison, Wanda doesn't really get a
enhanced.
Chance she doesn't really get a chance to be human anymore. She's beyond that. She's enhanced. She's like, she can never stop being like the Scarlet Witch. Just like Steve could never not be Captain America. The two stones being attracted to each other is interesting to me, like the items of the lost room. Well, yeah, I guess, but I mean, you still got the outliers, which, what is it, the Soul Stone, which apparently doesn't manifest until you fucking, like, sacrifice something you love, which, that's
bullshit.
I don't want to call it bullshit, because it's their world, they can make it how they want.
Yeah, I wouldn't have it in the comics, but sure.
Well, the comics and the fucking MCU don't exactly play one-to-one, and I get that. They have to make changes for the cinematic universe.
Yeah, because I know in one iteration of trying to get into the Soul Stone, Thanos used the Reality Stone and the Space Stone to force it into existence.
I still agree that it should not have appeared if you actually sacrifice someone.
Yeah.
I mean, I've heard that argument too. I've heard it go both ways, honestly. You know, where it's like, I can see the argument for both sides. And it's like, honestly, like, I'd have a hard time picking one. If you put a gun to my head, I'd probably say it's like, I think it should probably actually appear if you don't sacrifice someone, because that makes more fun. That makes more sense to me.
What's this? You're gonna have to die for my pride? Okay, then.
Exactly.
Yeah, fuck you.
Oh, that's what I'm doing.
I fuck you and that line. You're gonna have to die. I'm sorry, you're gonna have to die for my pride. Fuck you and that line. He's as arrogant as he is prideful. The Das Wiggles.
Well, looking at Thanos, he 100% did not care about Gamora. That was BS. And I kind of have to agree with you from what they set it up as. If anything, they just kind of set it up. If anything, and I don't know if he actually knew this about the Soul Stone, that's kind of up for debate, I suppose. But, you know, it would almost be like he cultivated her to be sacrificed. It's like, you know, I'm going.
That's actually would be his MO because he did shit like that in the comics.
Well, I was gonna say, it actually kind of reminds me of quote-unquote sniper training.
Yeah.
I don't know how far down this rabbit hole you want to go, but
let's try to avoid that rabbit hole particularly.
Which is funny because it involves rabbits, actually.
Yeah, I bet it does.
I'm not kidding, actually.
Yeah, you had to particularly take care of a rabbit and then take the rabbit out.
Okay, yes, you do know what I'm talking about. Okay.
Yeah, like I said, let's avoid that rabbit hole. Get so attached to the
widow. Oh, no, that's the dumbest thing ever. I have to agree. It's like, no, let me sacrifice.
Yeah, that was dumb. That was the these two no, and just see Red Skull over there. He just like these two are just really fighting who wants to die first. Cool.
Yeah. Oh, it was so dumb. It was so dumb.
It was the dumbest part in the literal dumbest thing in the entire movie.
Well, and that's 3 hours of movie, mind you.
That is the dumbest part. And I'm saying the dumbest part. Outside of Fat Thor thinking he's so inadequate and shit. That's dumb, but not as dumb as that.
Well, that goes into like Survivor Guild.
Yep, Survival Guild and his own general depression following suit after that.
Yeah. So, like, I can at least see where Thor is coming from. Oh, mad props to fucking, the actor behind Thor.
Chris Hemsworth.
Because apparently, like, the original draft of, like, Endgame, only had him as Lebowski Thor for, like, not even a third of the movie. He like kind of shakes it off and it gets better. And he's like, no, he has Survivor Guilt. He doesn't just shake it off. So he put his foot down and was like, yeah, no, it's like you should fucking do like this facade up until he does what he set out to do. So mad props to that man for actually like giving consistency to a character.
God, I got 8 seconds to beat this bitch.
You can do it! Whole movie is I agree the whole movie's a bit bloated, but I think it's bloated in the same way that like Return of the King is. Where there's just so much shit to wrap up that you don't really have a lot of choices.
Oh look, time is back to the way it was because I lost a character. That's fine.
You're probably thank you for that. It's like, dear God, thank you for fucking resetting the clock.
I mean, I was doing full rushdown tactics with Robert.
And apparently getting blocked.
Hey, I was doing very little chip damage, but hey, it's better than nothing.
Chip is chip at the end of the day. Well, I see where that should have connected, and it didn't.
Yeah, I know, right? Bitch!
Oh.
Woo! First try!
Bring down the lightning!
I gave her the shockers.
Ah, yeah. Silver Chariot!
Silver Chariot!
I got subjected by someone linking me a clip from Baymax. Oh, you mean, what's it?
My Hero 6.
No, MCU, fucking something. They're actually part of the Marvel Universe.
Oh, yeah, My Hero... Big Hero 6 is part of the MC Universe, surprisingly enough. It's weird, but it's weird. As far as I can tell.
But it's true kind of thing.
Yeah, I mean, it is made by Stan Lee, and he did say they're part of it. I'm like, well, okay.
Yeah, they're probably at like the far end of the scenario, but yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we have plot.
No, we don't. I'm trying to skip to the end.
Well, yeah, I know, but the plot's coming, so.
今回も多くの女性を虜にしちまった。
Yeah, besides, we have another run to deal with.
Yeah, those two teams already, and we're still pretty good, doing good on time.
Clearly, I'm losing.
Get a group of pretty boys together with huge fucking egos and see what the problem is there.